for New York. He's not going to save. He's going to bust his ass out there. He's going to do what he has to do. And Todd Bowles, a part of the Andy Reid coaching tree. And like I told you, we're going to cover coaching versus culture in a little while, right after this. But Todd Bowles has got the Jets on the uptick. They're moving out all the people who are not trying to win. I do believe they're going to challenge the Patriots a little harder than in traditional sense. But we all know the New England Patriots, with their leaky line, with their limited weapons, they are going to have a more than solid season. They got one of the greatest coaches in the history of the game. And without him, Tom Brady would not be who he is. Talk all you want. You can watch Brady balls all you like. The man, both of them are great. I believe Bill Belichick is greater. Bill Belichick is the architect of a defense that slowed down Joe Montana and San Francisco 49ers. Bill Belichick is the architect of a defense that slowed down the K-Gun. If you know what the K-Gun is, that's the Buffalo Bill with Thermal Thomas. They was calling him, he was so hot, they was calling him Thermal. Thermal Thomas, Andre Reed, I can't think of the tight end, Keith something. It don't make a difference. Andre Reed, James Lofton, and all these guys in the Hall of Fame. Andre Reed, James Lofton, Jim Kelly, Thermal Thomas. And they slowed that down enough to win in the Super Bowl. They slowed that K-Gun down. That's what Bill Belichick did. People say, well, he failed in Cleveland. No, he did not fail in Cleveland. Art Modell, with God rest his soul, he was a terrible businessman. When I say terrible, I do mean terrible. So when Art Modell was unable to negotiate the rights for a new stadium in Cleveland, he packed up and moved to Baltimore in the middle of the night, leaving the Cleveland Browns high and dry. The fan base fell apart. It sucked the air right out of them. Let's not forget the Cleveland Browns had made the playoffs the year before, and Bill Belichick had the Cleveland Browns on the uptick. See, I'm old enough to remember when the Cleveland Browns, they were never a Super Bowl contender. I mean, they were never a perennial playoff team, but at one point the Cleveland Browns was a respectable organization, and Bill Belichick was bringing them back to being respectable. He proceeded to leave there, go up to New England with Bill Parcells and coach a defense full of guys who now we know, but at the time we did Lawyer Malloy, Ty Law, Brewski, and Willie McGinnis to the Super Bowl to lose to Brett Favre, and then they went down to the Jets, and Bill Belichick helped architect a defense that had them cracking too. Chief Rocker, what's good, man? He also, exactly, Bill Belichick also architected a defense that, hey, Chief Rocker, not only did he stop Elway, let's not forget, Elway started that Super Bowl off 22 of 23 complete, with 22 or 23 completions, or 21 or 22 completions. Either way, he started off red hot. He shut that down. So when people want to tell me, like the suspected white supremacist Skip Bayless, I'm going to keep saying that, just like I want the brothers in the NFL to start saying, I'm saying this in the name of the movement that Colin Kaepernick started, and to stand up against police violence and unarmed black people being killed in the street. I'm going to keep saying suspected white supremacist Skip Bayless. Bill Belichick put that together, man. He put all those defenses together, and then he moved to New England, and the rest is history. So, look, Tom Brady, it's time. See, you look at Bill Belichick and go, but he's a defensive mind. How can he help a quarterback? That's the easiest person. That's the person who helps the quarterback the most. If you don't understand why a defensive mind can help a quarterback, the same reason when you look around Major League Baseball, the best managers are catchers. Because catchers see the entire game. The entire game unfolds in front of them. And a defensive coordinator is the best person to teach a quarterback how to be the defense. If you do this, I'm going to do this. Now, what's your next move? It's teaching him how to play chess. So, without Bill Belichick, Tom Brady may have been, who was a very good college quarterback, mind you. Don't get it twisted. The man should have been drafted a lot higher. His opticals suck. So NFL is all about bulls and slavery, and I'm gonna get the best possible slave on deck. And the white boys slaves just like the brothers. They house niggas, and we field niggas. Let's just be frank. But Tom Brady looked like a retarded kid at the draft combine, and that's why he slipped so far. He run like a girl. He had a body like a girl, so he got drafted low. But Bill Belichick molded him. Remember, he was bookend between Brian Griese and Drew Stanton, who was supposed to be the second coming. That's why Tom Brady was on the bench. So when you look at these things, you also have to realize Tom Brady came up big in a bunch of games in Michigan, which lets you know this is a situation to where this brother got talent. He just was in a difficult situation, so to speak. Now, when I'm dealing with this, back to this Bill Belichick thing, back to this AFC East thing, Bill Belichick is there, Tom Brady is there, so they're going to always be good as long as the dynamic duos together. Hey, sidebar. Don't be surprised if Jacoby Brissett, from the backup quarterback for the Colts, ends back up on the New England Patriots when it's time to go. Remember, you heard that on the end of the bench first. Jacoby Brissett, I am predicting he will be a Patriot in the future. When it's time for Tom Brady to go, Jacoby going to go right back up the coast, and he going to be right with his man, Bill Belichick. Mark my words. That's the only way Bill Belichick can save his legacy, because Jacoby Brissett is a very good quarterback. I think, and again, with the right tutelage, I think he can be a great quarterback. Now, with that being said, we're going to move over to the AFC North. Early in the program, I was talking about the AFC North and the surprises that are going to be in the AFC North. I am going to go way out on the skinniest limb in the history of football. I'm going to go the Pittsburgh Steelers going to win the NFC North. That's not the limb I'm talking about. The limb I'm talking about is the Cleveland Browns going to be a 500 football team. The Cleveland Browns have a decent pass rush, a more than decent pass rush. They got solid defensive backs. They got one of the best receiving corps in the National Football League, which I do believe they're going to add Dez Bryant to their receiving corps. The reason they haven't signed Dez Bryant is this. Dez Bryant, if anybody got 401k, you understand the terminology of fully vested. Dez Bryant is fully vested in the NFL after 7 years. Now, after 7 years being fully vested, Dez Bryant, that means if Dez Bryant is on the team at the beginning of the season, that means Dez Bryant his entire salary Bengals will go. Yep, that's you beat me to it, Chief Rocker. My man, thanks for paying attention, brother. Dez Bryant will be on the Cleveland Browns. The limb I was going out on is the Cleveland Browns are going to do their honest to God damn best to choke out the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is when I keep telling y'all, I have a whole lot of talent around me, and I'm starting to not look as good as my reputation is. Roethlisberger is laying on Mike Tomlin's great coaching and his inability to execute when it counts. The Bengals have consistently had one of the best offenses in the league. Joe Mixon is going to make the Red Rifle look like a real quarterback this year because he doesn't have to. You don't need Dalton to win the games now. This is not a throwing league. This is a completion league. It's about when you can make completions. Andy Dalton is going to be hitting A.J. Green. Joe Mixon can catch out of the backfield. They got talent at just about every position. They are one of the more talented defenses in the league. Marvin Lewis is a very good coach because if you don't believe it, look, Marvin Lewis is out there making brick without straw. What I mean by that is he's working for one of the cheapest owners in the history of the game. He has piss poor scouting. He has piss poor everything, but he continues to put together a very good team and win. If Marvin Lewis played for Jerry Jones, if he was the head coach for Jerry Jones, Cowboys would have won a Super Bowl by now. But you can get on Marvin Lewis all you want. They were decimated by injuries, and I do believe the Cincinnati Bengals is a team that you better keep your eye on. The AFC South is going to be one of the toughest divisions. Also one of the toughest divisions. You got the resurgence of Andrew Luck. Well, under that Andy Reid coaching tree, you got Frank Reich. Look, Frank Reich is a winner. If you don't think Frank Reich is a winner, Frank Reich is the comeback king. And when you got the comeback king coaching a quarterback who's on the comeback, I do believe some of that moxie and mojo is going to wear off on him. Andrew Luck going to come back like gangbusters. And he finally got a coach that realized, Andrew, you don't have to throw the ball 35, 45 times a night. we're going to run the ball a little bit, and we're going to keep these people off your ass. He hurt his foot, which is a blessing in disguise. Joe from Houston. I know Joe from Houston shaking in his bones because he know Andrew Luck hurt his foot. He wondered, oh man, is this going to be an injury-prone thing? That's the best thing that could have happened to Andrew Luck, because now he's not going to be trying to run. Now he's going to be in the pocket. He's going to be handing it off. They're going to be dumping it off. The Colts are going to be solid. They still have no defense, and that's going to be their Achilles heel. Go to the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans is a solid team, straight up and down, left, right, no matter how you want to look at it. Marcus Mariota, this is your turn to shine. If you shine, so will they. Then you got the Jaguars. Jalen Ramsey is doing a boatload of woofing. He's doing a bunch of woofing. Either he's going to walk away looking like primetime Deion Sanders, or he's going to be looking like Bozo the Clown. The thing is, you got a quarterback who, like I said, it's a completion league. It's not about how many completions you make. It's about when you make those completions. This quarterback, Blake Bortles, should not be the starting quarterback down there. If anything, if they have 2/3 of a brain in their head down there in Jacksonville, you should be waiting on the Baltimore Ravens to cut RG3 and get that boy down there. Tennessee will give Jacksonville hell this year. I agree, Chief Rocker. But this might be the saving grace. If they have anything that resembles a brain in their head, RG3 will be the quarterback when they cut him, because nobody's gonna sign RG3 and put him in the mix. I mean, nobody's gonna trade for RG3 and put him in the mix. Baltimore clearly played this wrong. They should have put him on the trading block when they saw him he was playing good, and then they could have traded him down there to Jacksonville. RG3 with Jacksonville, along with the running back, and if they picked up theirs, that'll be another solid. But like you said, Tennessee is the team. Marcus Mariota, though, Chief Rocky. If Marcus Mariota can do the damn thing, then we ain't got to worry about a damn thing. But that's the only question mark with them. I'm telling you, if they can get their act together, if they can get everything rolling, they are going to be a force to working with. Now, the dude who I favorably call the 2K Charlie Ward, because trust and believe, y'all know, if you're older than 35, you know Deshaun Watson is what would have happened if racist people in the NFL would have had the balls to pick Charlie Ward. You would have saw Deshaun Watson 15, 20 years ago. This boy is the 2000 version of Charlie Ward. I'm telling y'all this is what Charlie Ward would have looked like. And when I do my Supreme Court for college football players, so those who don't know who the Supreme Court is, it is the 9 best players at any question in any time in history. I'm gonna ask the question in about 2 minutes at the top of the hour, right before I go to the break, and then hopefully you guys can compare y'all list of who y'all think this is. But Deshaun Watson is what we would have saw with Charlie Ward. Now, with the Houston Texans, we are looking at a force to be reckoned with. You got Wendy Merciless, a complete warrior. The dude's corner to corner, side to side. He can sack the quarterback. He can cover anybody on the field. The man is a complete warrior. You got JJ. I'm overrated as hell because I'm white and everybody love me, but I don't really do nothing in the fourth quarter. Why? If he can just keep the pressure on in the first 2 quarters, Wendy Merciless will clean it up. And you got Jadavion. My contract is up, and I'm finna act a damn fool to get this bag, Clowney, and he's gonna be Clowney. Remember, man, before JJ Watt got hurt, how do you like my Giants? Hey, man, the Giants is a sleeper team. I'm finna go to the end of in a bit. I'm gonna get to the Giants, but I'll address it now, man. I think the New York Giants are gonna do okay. The reason I think the New York Giants are going to be okay is because, look, anytime, hey, Chief Rocker, you ain't been listening to the show for a long time, but anybody who know me know I'm a big-time Eli fan. I'm not telling you that Eli Manning is Dan Marino, John Elway, and none of them, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, he's not. But Eli Manning, in a very good situation, excels. When his back is pressed against the wall, Eli Manning steps up, man. You don't have to like him, but, yes, OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. is going to show folks this year. Everybody missed him. He got Odell Beckham. He got Shepard. He got a tight end. He got a